show. But does she really wanna? But can't stand to see me walk out the door. Don't try to fight the feeling, 'cause the thought alone is killing me right now. Thank God for mom and dad for sticking to together, 'cause we don't know how. You think you got it, oh, you think you got it, but got it, just don't get it if there's nothing at all. We've been together, oh, we've been together, but separate's always better when there's feelings involved. It's what they say is then what makes love exception. So why, oh, why, oh, why, oh, why,
What's up, cuties? I was about to say happy Monday, but happy Tuesday to you guys. Aunt Debbie. Hey, Aunt Debbie, I was thinking about you. I hope all is well. Angela Richardson. Hello, hello, hello. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to the cutie mods in the building. I see Linda Gamble, the legend of the mods. Thank you, Linda, for being here, as well as Aunt Debbie. I appreciate you. Hey, G Squad, how are you? Sorry, guys. Shout out to the cutie crew. I see you guys in the building as well. Tawana girl, you supposed to be in green. What's going on? What's going on with that, Tawana? Hey, Veronica Monroe. Hey, Nikki BB. Shout out to you guys. I'm going to say some quick hellos. I do have a couple hot topics, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the Huntsville Happ'Nin'S. But first, I do want to say shout out to a couple content creators. Martell was supposed to be fasting yesterday. I couldn't do the food, giving up the food, child. So last time when I did the prayer call with Nell, I fasted from social media. That didn't work. I was over there by Sassy TV from the 803. I had a ball. Child clicked in for what was supposed to be a minute or two and was over there for a couple hours. Okay. And then I stopped by Queen Sheba's last night. I was supposed to DM Queen Sheba. Very, very good discussion over there. We're gonna talk about it. Because let me see if I got this up on my page. We don't know if this is the case, but let me bring up my page real quickly. When it comes to the rumblings, when it comes to and I'm gonna pause this. When it comes to this discussion, I'll just share it real quickly and then we'll get into the content of if Martell and Arionne is gonna have a show, if they gonna end up on Love and Marriage Huntsville. If was a fifth, we'll all be drunk. But I discussed this. This was over a month ago. A scheme that Carlos King set up. Was this the plot all along? So if you guys didn't see it, I reshared that on my community wall today. Shout out to the 35K of you guys that watched it. But go take a look because it is in line with the discussion as far as what we think is going on. What else? Let me play this for Pastor Braylon. If Braylon come over here, Braylon did the swallowed up yesterday. I begged him to do it over there on Sassy's channel. So I told him I was gonna send it. But we're gonna swallow some things up right on over here. Where's Braylon? Where's Braylon's version? Oh, child, I said virgin. Braylon's version. Child. You guys take a look at or listen to Pastor Braylon. Come on, Braylon.
Hang on. Okay. Lord Jesus, okay.
Ooh, child.
Lord,
Okay.
have you ever been swallowed up? Have you ever went through a time in life where you want to give up on life and life has swallowed you up?
Ooh.
Okay, you got it?
Ooh, child. Hilarious. I got you, Braylon. I got you uploaded right on over here. And you know I'm gonna be teasing you with that. But Samantha, yes. Well, CC, Samantha, CC, I'll bring your comment on the screen. Let me get to it, child. Let's see. Let me scroll down. Hey, my sis. Pink Diva in the building. Pink Diva will be live tonight. Pink Table Topics. Let's see. Cece said your discussion with Sassy was a good one and frustrating. Y'all wouldn't spill the beans at all. Shout out to Sassy TV from the 803. Y'all tried to lie on my Aunt Debbie. Talking about Aunt Debbie said you could go ahead and spill it. No, ma'am. Aunt Debbie said no. No, I didn't. But it was fun. It was fun. I may get with Sassy, and once the season of Love and Marriage Huntsville start back up, maybe we can do some things, once a week or something. I enjoyed myself. It was really, really fun. But we're sorry. We're sorry for frustrating you guys. Sammy Child sent me a DM again. Sammy been trying to get this info since Friday night. Since Friday. Uh, and I promise you guys, the way things are going, it's gonna come out. It's a you child. I'm not even gonna start. But again, shout out to Sassy TV from the 803, as well as Queen Sheba. I enjoyed it. I enjoy when content creators just get together, support each other in any way, and offer our thoughts to the discussion on other folks' channels. So that's it. Let me touch on the young lady real quick. You guys know the young lady when it comes to no simply beautiful. Go away from here. I'm gonna stop looking at my comments. Hey Hershey. You guys know the young lady that had the incident with Shanita Foster, and she reached out to me as well as a couple other content creators, and there's been some chatter. And I took it upon myself. The cutie crew know that I had prayed on the Friday night. I just wanted to really have some type of resolve, make her feel whole, and I, sent her the money that she spent. That's a one and done. That's a one and done for me for touching on anything when it comes to anybody's services or anything. And it's nothing at all against this young lady. She didn't do anything wrong. She was upset, but she sent me my funds back. And I didn't ask why. I told her even if she got a refund, she didn't have to refund me, but she sent it back with no message other than for a refund. So it was my first time chatting with her last week over there on Instagram, and I would have thought a message would have been sent with that, but it's all good. So I'm done with that. And with that matter going forward, and with any other customer service issues, I'm staying out of it from now on. So anybody in advance, you got any issues with companies or products or services, um, you know, reach out to the company directly. And that's all I got for that. But let's go ahead and get into some quick hot topics, guys. And then I'm gonna get into this Huntsville happening. That's why I want to hurry up and get into hot topics. But I'm not sure if you guys saw this video yesterday. It really made me sad. I'm gonna start off with this Ti. and Young Dro. It was really Young Dro. Young Dro was a guest of T.I.'s, and they went to the Breakfast Club, and very commendable, because he was discussing his sobriety, or being clean, and he is going on almost 4 years. But when he started talking about it, a guy in the background, Ti even chuckled, but I think his was out of nervousness, in a sense. Just trying to, do whatever. But this guy in the back, one of their friends, was very, very disrespectful. So anytime Young Dro would start talking about his how long he's been clean and his issue with drugs, this guy would just bust out laughing. Um, Young Dro played it off a couple times, but then he got to the point where he mentioned his daughter also was once on drugs, and the guy laughed about that, and they was about to shake the table right there at the Breakfast Club. So let me play this for you guys. I want your thoughts. If you've seen this, um, Angie B, I didn't do it for a reason, or really trying to, you know, do it as a good thing as far as refunding it, but maybe that's a lesson for anybody that's selling products and all of that. You may just want to go and refund ASAP. But thank you for that. But that wasn't my reason. And shout out to her. She's going through some things. She lost a grandmother, I believe, last week and all of that. And shout out to the young lady. But take a look. Now, when I tell you all, T.I. reminds me of my brother in this. This is how my brother sit down. But take a look, and while we're watching, or if you've already watched this online, let me know your thoughts on this. I was hurt for Young Dro. Here we go.
Yo, I did. Know what I mean? And all of these things happened. The overdose. My daughter was on drugs, and career wise, I wasn't where I wanted to be. What is this? What's up with your man? Hey, you finna get slapped. I mean, we cool, but I slapped the shit out you by laughing. Oh.
So, if you guys, as soon as he said his daughter, first of all, this man said he overdosed. Overdose, you can damn near be dead. A lot of people, unfortunately, have lost their lives. But then, the guy started laughing about his daughter, and Young Dro turned around and said, "I slapped the shit out of you." Now, let's continue.
Man, I'm just telling you. We cool. You ain't gonna slap me now. What you want to do? You ain't gonna slap me now. What you want to do? Don't let him take you out of your sober Dro. Y'all me bank here though. Like, hey, both of y'all, all y'all, everybody came in the motherfucker with me. Hey, look, everybody came in the motherfucker with me. Hey, look, everybody came in the motherfucker with me. Hey, look, remember who you came in. Remember what we doing here, man. Come on, man. Let's get this shit together, bro. All right. All right. I'm sorry.
Ooh, I love that regulating a child. Again, that's how my brother is. T.I. shut that shit down. And my brother is not short. Hey, Brittany Janae. And definitely not as short as T.I. But don't let them shorter men fool ya. Okay. But I was so sad, guys. Angie, I was too. Secondhand embarrassment from the first time I viewed it on yesterday. I didn't, it went viral and everybody picked it up. But I was sad and embarrassed. Recently, Rich Homie Quan passed away from overdosing. He's right there from Atlanta. And yeah, that's not a joking manner. That's not a joking manner. And I didn't get it, but I will say that guy in that background is nobody's friend, and they all need to cut that guy off, if you ask me. So shout out to Young Dro, keep up the good work, and shout out to T.I. I love the way T.I. shut that down. Somebody in the comments said T.I. handled everything like a leader and a 5-star general. I'm gonna go ahead and click like on that. Definitely giving leader vibes. And yeah, it was just sad. It was sad. So that's that on that. I want to go to this one real quick. We'll talk about this on my backup channel. But Diddy is still done. Diddy is still done. And yeah, he's now, yesterday, he was named in 6 new lawsuits. And these lawsuits was filed by that attorney out of Texas that rounded up 120 people. But 4 of the 6 from the lawsuit that, hit the airwaves yesterday, 4 of the 6 are male accusers, men. And yeah, it is what it is when it comes to Diddy. We shall keep our eye out on it. I do have something else, like I said, that'll be coming on my backup channel. I may just make it a live. I gotta pick a day that I'm gonna be consistent over there. But yeah, I think he's done. And I do think that there's a lot of proof. Do I think that a lot of these people are just taking advantage and filing lawsuits if they happen to have been in Diddy's presence? Yes. But do I think that Diddy is innocent? No, I don't. I do think a lot went on at those parties. I will say this as well. Jamie Foxx went live. No, Jamie Foxx was he had an event in Atlanta this weekend, and he was thanking the hospital that saved him and all of that, and they said it was a very emotional show. Well, the last thing that Jamie remembered before that incident, a sickness or whatever happened to him, he was at a Diddy party in Atlanta. And next thing you know, he woke up and he, was in very, very bad shape. So it's been rumored that something went down at that party as well. But kudos to Jamie Foxx as well. We'll keep our eye out on Diddy. The last little quick power hour, hot topic that I wanted to discuss in this power hour was Pastor Keion Henderson. He sparked outrage. Hey, Relly, I was in your bushes this morning, child. And when you called Martell and Arionne Suge, Avery, and Mister, I cackled. Thank you for being here. Shout out to the content creators in the building. But I don't know what's going on with Pastor Keion Henderson. He's been turning me off lately. Am I going to go as far as to say he's not a man of God? No. But do I think he got some pulpit pimping mixed in? Yes. Yes, I do. So he sparked outrage because he said that, people really shouldn't give to the poor. You shouldn't give to the poor. So take a listen as to at what he had to say. He tripping. I'm sorry.
Multiplication. Here's the other problem with the church is that anytime a person is in need, y'all go to running and dropping money. But let me tell you something, the poor will be with you always. And there is no blessing connected to blessing the poor other than getting back what you gave to them. But
there is no blessing in blessing the poor. Dude, what? You got a mega church and most of the congregation is poor people. Yeah, I may have to, Miss Tina. I may have to. Let me continue.
No multiplication.
He said there's no multiplication if you give to the poor. However, in my Kimmy voice,
multiplication is segregated for tithes and offering.
So you'll get your money back if you do your tithes and offering. But if you see somebody that appears to be unfortunate to you and your heart just leads you to give them a couple dollars, don't you do that.
When you give to the poor, the only thing you do is help them, but you don't help yourself.
Ooh, I didn't like that. When you give to the poor, the only thing that you do is help them, but you don't help yourself.
So when you give $1 to somebody on the street talking about I did my job, God like, thank you, but it ain't gonna help your Bible. Charity does not bring wealth.
Charity does not bring wealth.
What? Only the tithe does that.
Look, I don't know what's up with him, but shout out to the person that commented on this post over on Instagram, and they followed it up with some scriptures. Proverbs 19:17. Whoever is generous to the poor lends to the Lord, and he will repay him for his deed. That's in the Bible. Then Proverbs 22:9 says, the generous will themselves be blessed, for they share their food with the poor. And the last one, whoever oppresses the poor to increase his own wealth or gives to the rich will only come to poverty. So this person clapped back with the word on a pastor. Pulpit pimping, I'm sorry. And we know that Pastor Keion, has been making headlines from the time he shushed the lady in the church to the video that was released of when he was still married and Shawnee came to visit the church and all of that. I've been giving him the side eye. I have. So again, I'm not going to say he's not a man of God, but yeah, it's some pulpit pimping. I ain't no pastorelli. It's some pulpit pimping coming out of him. Yes, just Mia. That's what I said. They clapped back with scripture for him. And it said that last one, whoever oppresses the poor to increase his own wealth or gives to the rich will only come to poverty. So he telling the people, no, don't worry about them. Don't worry about these people in my congregation that probably can't pay their light bill, gas bill, back groceries and all of that. You give your money to me. You tithe to the church. And, they'll be all right. I don't like it. My sister loves Pastor Keion. I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like it. But that's that on that. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and get into some Huntsville happenings. Shout out to you guys. Please hit the like button if you haven't already. Let me go ahead and put that up. Yes, if you haven't already, please hit the like button. But you guys know it's been a lot going on when it comes to Huntsville happenings. First of all, that awesome prayer yesterday. I loved it. I loved Michelda. Michelda was the second speaker, and I'm talking about Mel's universal prayer call. I loved Michelda and her whole message when it comes to emerge. Love, love, love. So kudos to Mel on that. It's well needed, just to take a break from the mess. I'm not looking at my phone, Simply Beautiful. I'm gonna turn it off. Matter of fact, I can't see your comments. Let me turn this phone off, child. Yeah, I'll say this real quickly. Sassy and I thought about it after I got off of Sassy's live. At first, I said we like 99.9% spot on. I'm gonna take it to 90. I'm gonna take it to 90 based off of just something else. And you guys will see. But anyway, kudos to Mel. What else happened when it comes to the people of Huntsville? I don't have any pictures of this, but Stormy's launch party. Stormy had her launch party for her signature perfume or cologne, whatever it is. She had that in New York, I believe it was. And then we had Black Nick. Now, I am going to say, and I'm going to play a couple videos. Shout out number one to Red Ann and Deshonda. Red Ann and Deshonda both sent me pictures and videos. Which video was this? I'm going to play this video first. We'll go through a couple things. I may have included some other stuff in this. And then we'll get to as Caramel Red says, Suge Avery and old Martell Holt at the polo event. Child, where is it? Let me play this one first. I don't like sharing this way because it won't let me pause and my computer is tripping, but Let's go. Let's go. Take a look, guys. Oh shoot, I ain't got no audio or nothing. You got oh shoot. See, I don't like that. I'm gonna start over. Check this out though. The first picture in this is, and I'll bring up another picture, but Nell, Fletcher, and Coleslaw Chow. Nell, Fletcher, and Coleslaw. And Nell, Fletcher, I'm sorry, no ma'am. Um, I don't know about that friendship with Mel. I don't. But take a look. It was I didn't include any musical background, and each slide is about 4 seconds long. So take a look. Make sure you're looking at the screen. Nell, Martell, Coleslaw. Nell, Jamie, and Chris Fletcher. Chris and Jamie. Suge and Mr. Suge and Mr. again, child. Peter Thomas. Chris gonna dance wherever he go, child. Wherever. Lou, Tisha, Marceau, I believe that's security behind them. Destiny and Tisha. That is Deshonda with the junk in her trunk, child. That's a Cutie Crew sister right there. Thank you, Deshonda. There go Wanda, Missy Wanda, child. Marceau, Maurice, look like they looking at some junk in the trunk. Trish and Ken looking like the Incredible Hulk. Kimmy and Maurice. Luke and the crowd. I'm gonna talk about Black Nick too. There's Luke again. Red Ann sent me this. People's lined up around the corners, guys. Lined up. Luke and some ladies. And the Popo. You guys know the Popo was there. And I'll play another video. But Nell, Fletcher, baby. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. This is why I feel like, what picture is this? Yeah. Hold on. Let me bring this up. This is why I feel like it is. What the hell? Oh my God, guys. Oh. I can't bring it up. But this is why I feel like it's hard to really trust. And we know that Nell Fletcher knows a lot of personal details when it comes to Melody Cherie. Let me share it this way. And now you are rubbing elbows, if you will, with Coleslaw. And, it was this whole theme of no gray area when it comes to Mel. Black, white, no gray area. This is gray. This is gray for me. And I'm sorry, guys, I can't enlarge it because, again, my computer is tripping. I'm going to do some work on it when I get off of work. But, yeah, that is Nell Fletcher, Coleslaw, and Martell Holt. This next picture, okay, we saw those. Let's see. I think all of these was in the video. So that may be all I need to share when it comes to that. Yeah, I don't like that. I don't like that. And, but that's not my friendship, friend, or whatever, my business really. But yeah, I don't like that. When it comes to, let's see if this one gonna open. Okay, let's see. When it comes to Black Nick, I do want to say this. Deshonda was there. And Deshonda, I don't know. I think you are an alumni of that school, but she let me know Sunday that no, this was a Black event or event, period. She said the school didn't have, I don't have my message up, but she said the school didn't have anything to do with that was all Black. And I'm just going to go ahead and give them their props. It's no hate here. I even watched Marceau's live. And, he was really, really proud, number one, that they were accepted. He mentioned segregation and all of that. I do know that initially Red Ann was her and I were chatting, and she was saying, well, that area is really not for that. And Marceau touched on that. But he said that the people at the camp gave him a chance, and it was a very, very, and it was a big turnout. And I took it like he was getting a little emotional. You know what I mean? So no hate when it comes to Marceau and Tisha and Black doing the damn thing, because it was packed. It really, really was. And that is from firsthand account from Deshonda being in the mix. Okay. So kudos to them. But as I mentioned, the popos were called. I'm not sure if that was just for crowd control or what. But even in Marceau's live, he said that he would be, and I didn't look to see if he did drop it, but he said that he was going to be dropping an email so everybody could send thoughts on their experience at that event. And he said out of the 100% people that were there, 95, 97%, enjoyed it. So kudos to them. Kudos to them. That's all I got on that. But let's go ahead and get into the revenge peers continuing to pop out. And the first picture that I want to show you guys is this. So the big question is, are they going to be on the show? Are they going to be on the show? I don't know what show they going to be on, whether it's going to be Love and Marriage Huntsville or another show. But even in this picture, that is a camera with a mic. Most times that's used for filming, at not bringing out the heavy equipment, but filming. Also, the PR rep that landed Coleslaw her role on Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. The lady Nell, I believe she's Martell's PR as well. She uploaded video and made sure to keep Coleslaw all up and through that thing. So, as I mentioned about a month ago, do I think that there's something in the works? A scheme that Carlos Kane set up? I do. I do. I think Martell is desperate. His other woman is single now too. You guys remember Belinda? Well, Belinda got engaged and had this grand video and all of that. And yes. Um, Alex 25. But and I saw more video outside of Jonelle's. So I did see other video. Seems like the video that I saw with the camera in it, or all of that, was following this Suge Avery and Mister. Shout out to Caramel again. But I really wish I could have been a fly buzzing. Number one, Arionne got dressed, but that hair, child, Martell, next time, can you give her a couple dollars to go get her hair done? The ponytail in the back was matted and uneven, and she got her signature swoop. But in the company of what you was in, child, it was a mess to me. And I also wondered if any of the other ladies, and speaking of the other ladies, Nell, Fletcher, child, but if any of them attempted to have a conversation with Coleslaw. And they say, well, what do you do? What are you here for? What do you do for a living? Yeah, I don't see that happening. I don't. So, and if it did, what do you do? Just serve my baby daddy. I've been with my baby daddy for 10 years. Just serve him. So I'm sure, number one, she was ecstatic. We know that. But yeah, Nene Leaks and all of these folks were there, and Arionne has nothing going on for herself other than being Martell's paramour. That what you got going on in your life. Well, I graduated, but I haven't utilized my degree. Again, her whole life for the past 10, 11 years has been being on the back burner for Martell Hope. But when it comes to love and marriage, Huntsville, and I had a conversation. I guess it was with Sis last night. I'm not sure. Our our hope, guys. Hold on, dog it. Every time I'm running my mouth. Child, not a master degree in headology. A master's degree in headology, baby. She was on top of the world. Do you hear me? On top of the world. But our hope, guys, and I'm speaking for myself as well as a lot of you guys, our hope of Black excellence when it comes to love and marriage, Huntsville, that's done. It's not going to happen. I think a lot of us are holding out just to see if they could swing this thing around. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's done, you know? But I've always said when it comes to Melody Cherie, and this is just my opinion, I'm not leaving my shit. I'm not leaving this platform, this TV show, this franchise. Not only Love and Marriage Huntsville, Love and Marriage DC, Love and Marriage Detroit. And it looks like allegedly they're shopping around other cities. I'm not leaving the franchise that was built on my pain. Everybody about to be uncomfortable. That's just me. That's just me. So you guys know I was over there slanging and banging child over there in Queen Sheba's chat. And I said, it's time to play ball. Take the gloves off. And that's if Mel remains. Separate this reality show from reality and play ball. Baby, call me Meryl Streep or Angela Bassett, somebody. I will be acting my ass off and I will give the people a show. I would give them a show. But as far as me bowing out when it comes to Martell, Arionne, possibly, or anybody else, that wouldn't happen with me. Now, also, when it comes to Martell, I've said this before. There shouldn't have, it shouldn't even be a choice. There shouldn't even be speculation on if Martell and Arionne gonna be on the show because Martell's ass shouldn't be on the show. It is not asking too much for somebody that was convicted of DV to be let go. We've been saying that since he's been convicted. But I can guarantee you, if Miss Thang call herself coming on the show, guess what? The people gonna know. They gonna hear that audio of you saying that you contemplated releasing Revenge Pen. You watched it. Your sister watched it. Your mama watched it. All y'all trifling arses watch that tape. Yeah, now nationally, people gonna hear about that. But again, I know that Mel doesn't move like that. She's classy. And I doubt that it would ever happen. How I want to get down and play dirty, baby. Ratings will be off the chain, guarantee you. But she does have a lot really going on when it comes to her real reality. This ongoing fight with Martell Holt and the custody of the kids and him, stalking her and concerned about her love life and all of that. He's playing dirty. And sometimes you do have to get down and dirty. You know what I mean? I think Martell knows. He's married to Mel for damn near 15 years. So he knows how she's gonna move. He knows that she don't want to bring any shame and embarrassment on herself and all of that. But sometimes you gotta get down and dirty with a Negro like Martell. So, like I said over there on Queen Sheba's chat last night, y'all, I will have a Negro on my arm second half of the season or whenever they pick up taping. Or this how dirty I am, guys. This how petty I am. You bringing the bird on the show, I'm going to go ahead and say I want my family back. And everybody in their right damn mind know who Martell, and we know that's not gonna happen. I'm just talking, I'm just talking. Um, but that's how petty I would be. And then, game over. So as I mentioned though, the hopes and the dreams that we all have of black excellence or when it comes to love in Mirror Huntsville, it's not gonna happen. Did you say that, Rally? As far as what? Which part? Saying that you want to make your family work? Let me know. Because if so, yeah, we've been talking about that for quite some. That's how I get down. And I tell him, just sleep in the kids' room for a little while, or I'm sure it's another room he could sleep in. Run straight game. Who the cameras gonna be on? Are the cameras gonna be on Coleslaw? Or are the cameras gonna be on Mel playing the game? So, I doubt if it happens, and I get it. I get it. As for me, I will put on a show, baby. Y'all will be tuned in, tuned in. But do I think that Carlos is up to something? I do. I really, really do. And I also feel like that even when it comes to, you guys remember when Mel, yeah, she got to play dirty. She got to. I'm not even going to say she got to play dirty if she's going to remain on the show. I don't want to say that, but yeah, go ahead and put on the show. Go look, and I bet you really just looking back, um I do think that she's probably thinking, damn, I shouldn't have had that much grace in the beginning. When the Negro told her, I'm not leaving the house. I would have made sure his ass had to leave that house. I'm the wife, I got the kids, but I think she was just so done and ready to be done with his ass that she said, forget it. I would rather move myself. I do think she sits back and think, damn, I gave him grace when it comes to child support. She gave Martell so much grace. So do I think that she's looking back on all of that now, possibly wishing that she would have moved a little differently when it comes to him? I do, only because of what he's done and continues to do. But yeah, I would hurt. Ooh, girl. I was on the phone with Pink Diva last night. I was excited about the shit that I would do. I was excited, baby. I promise you. I promise you. It will be on and popping. Just as you said, lay your legacy and pride down. And if you're gonna really fight this pig, get in the mud and start slinging. I agree, Justice. Take the take the gloves off or put the gloves on. One of them. It's time. It's time, because I think deep down inside, he knows she not no joke. He know that. He's experienced that. But I think that he knows that she really, really cares about, as she should, her image, her legacy. What you just said just now, I don't say put your legacy down, but yeah, I'm gonna let my people know because she got the supporters. She got the millimeters. She got hundreds of thousands of subscribers or followers or whatever. I will let my people know, yeah, what you guys are going to see will be out of the norm, but you guys know how I am. I would have to separate it. I would have to deal with real life. But when it comes to this show, everybody could get it. That's Destiny, that's Martell, that's whomever. Like when Destiny said, she could have had Mel and all of that. See that those are slanging words for me. You know what I mean? And but I get it. That's why we all are different. That's why we all operate in our own little way. But yeah, it would be on. And I definitely wouldn't, and I'm not saying that she is or will run from, again, this shit that was created on my pain, built on the pain of Melody Cherie. That's love in Mary Huntsville. And Carlos can act like he got this loyalty to her. He don't. He don't. He does not. Carlos's loyalty is to Martell, and that's why there's still a discussion again on if Martell will be bringing Arionne on the show. Martell shouldn't even be on the damn show. Martell should have been gone a long time ago. And I don't hate anybody. I don't hate anybody. But the things that Martell has done, the blow ups, people holding them back, and the yelling and faces and charging at folks, and the backstage brawls and all of this. Carlos has allowed that man to get away with a whole lot. And when you allow somebody to get away with that, that lets me know where your loyalty lies. It's always been Martell. Sure, in the beginning, when Carlos was holding Mel and wiping her tears, child, I thought I had it saved. Yeah, he wanted Mel to remain because he saw those ratings. And yeah, even if you do share your story of, thinking about leaving him at the time and all of that, guess who gonna pick that up? Me and this show. And he built this again on her back. So no, I wouldn't leave. I would be the last person standing, even if it's Carlos. Because after I get through laying all the rest of them out, now I'm coming for you for what you put me through. This mental, you're making it where you want me to say mentally I'm overwhelmed, this too much, and I quit. Forcing her to quit instead of really, really doing something about the things that she's experienced. Um, really either scared or in love with, child, did I remove that picture? Let's see. Dang it. When did I do all of that? But yeah, even when it comes to this one, we will never forget this look and those tears. That was over Martell, not Mel. So his loyalty is with Martell. Carlos, ooh, child, we'll keep it. I got to keep that part on it. Carlos, I can't say it. I'm sorry, what I was about to say, but he ain't got no loyalty for Mel. As of recently, he ain't got no loyalty for Mel at all. So, it is. I'm gonna read a couple of you all's comments. It is too much, but look, Mel, and I just saw her story minutes before I clicked live, but you guys know she was speaking about renewing of mind, body, and spirit, and she was talking about how amazing she felt when it comes to fasting and everything else. She says she feels so amazing, and she prayed that everyone else does as well. She said even when fasting yesterday, she literally just had the energy filled with positivity. She said she told one of her team members, if people were around me, they'd swear I'm eating because I have a lot of energy today. Communion last night was everything. So she had communion last night. And she said, as she read the scripture and followed the instructions, at the end, she felt the Holy Spirit just begin to come over her. So, I just love to hear that. I really, really do. So although it is too much, Pamela, I tell everybody, I get my cues when it comes to Mel from Mel based on how she's talking in her stories. We could tell. And it looks like she has just a renewed spirit and she's all good. She also announced that she will be having Winter Wonderland. It's on Eventbrite, and that's going to be on December 14th. I'll put this in my stories as well as my community wall. And then we got a couple months to keep sharing it. But Mel was talking about the all white. What did she say? All white? I don't know. But on her live, she wanted to do something for Christmas. So she is having something a couple weeks before Christmas Winter Wonderland. And it has candy canes, mistletoe, a night with Melody Cherie to ring in the holidays. That's going to be nice. That's going to be nice. But let me read some comments. And then we'll be out of here in a couple minutes. You should have shown up at that polo event. Yes, you should have. Yes, simply I agree. For the sake of reality TV, because again, and that's why I started my live off with that. Our hopes and dreams of what we were sold before the first episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville aired was Black excellence. We couldn't wait. All we saw were these clips and previews of these 6 people, beautiful Black couples, business couples, wanting to do the best for their community and build homes and all of that. That's what we were sold to get us to watch. And then that first episode, child, it was mentioned about the infidelity and all of that. And a lot of people have a problem with Mel mentioning infidelity in her marriage. Mel is on a reality TV show. Reality is supposed to be reality. She gave everybody her reality, but guess what? There wouldn't have had to have been a discussion on infidelity if Martell wasn't cheating. So I'm always confused with people even wanting to blame her with coming out here and being transparent about what she was going through in her marriage. She was living out loud, living her truth. But again, Black excellence is gone. So now that I know if I'm Mel, we ain't gonna never get that. We're not gonna get that. They refuse to show a lot when it comes to her businesses and all of that. Mel got a lot going on. They really don't show that on the show. So since I understand the assignment of what this is, lights, camera, action is what I'm talking about. And like simply said, take the gloves off. Teresa said Mel needs to come back with a tall, dark piece of eye candy on her arm. Then we will see Black excellence. Okay, I'm down for it. I'm down for it. And look, it don't even have to be an act. If it's somebody in her life, Martell talking about, show my real life, show hers too. And yeah, people will see it. People will see it. I wouldn't give a damn if she had to do a Kenya Moore. And if Mel want to leave her man behind the scenes, because I do feel like she's possibly have a love interest. If she want to leave that behind the scene, then yeah, we all gonna understand the assignment. I do a Kenya Moore. He won't look like Walter though, but baby, we gonna show up. We gonna show up and watch Martell lose it. So I'm not impressed at all when it comes to Martell and Arionne, because he's just still using her. And I can't feel sorry for her, but he's just using her like he's done since he's met her. You know what I mean? So I'll take it a step further though. Since Martell put in those documents about, the lies, Mel with Jason or this and that, we know that Mel got plenty of ammo when it comes to how Martell's been moving out with the kids, posting the kids. He talking about Mel had other people post kids. He did as well. He had those kids around several women, Sheree, Belinda, Coleslaw. But what I think that he may end up doing is, and if so, child, please hurry and do it. I do think that he'll end up marrying her, not for love, but again, to save his ass before that court case in December. So then you can't come back and say it's just any woman. No, this is, my wife, or this is my fiance, or whatever. He gonna do something. He gonna do something. Mark my word. And these public pictures of he and her leads up to that for me. So he can say, Judge, look, no, here we go. We was at the football game. Judge, look, no, here we go. We was at this or that. We got a real life after 12 years, child. So, He not slick. He not slick at all. Let me read a couple more comments. Just thinking of everything coleslaw has done makes me want to catch a flight. Child, you got me choked up over here. Flight with child. Yes, Sammy. Yes, yes. You got to tell me what you really want to say in the Let Loose Lounge. Clem God said major lawsuit. Major lawsuit for Mel. If she decides to go ahead and go that route, when it comes to, I wouldn't give a damn. The network, the production company, not making a decision when it comes to somebody that has been convicted of DV against me. That should have been done. And that is a major lawsuit. You know, yeah. If that gutter snipe comes on that show, it's a blackout. All right, Miss Blade. Hey, Tree. Hotel low key clapping cheeks. Oh, child. Child, let me look at these before I put them on the screen. Mel looks so happy on her IG story. Yeah, Mel is doing good. You guys know that. We just want her to have some peace. We just really want to see peace because we've been watching this show from the beginning. Then we know of the issues that's going on off the show. And that shit don't look peaceful to me. I saw, and I meant to share this on my community wall. It says, soften your forehead, unclench your jaw, relax your shoulders. That's peace to me. When you can do all of that, relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, soften your forehead. And I'm saying for me, so I'm not saying that that's Mel, but we want her to really, really be able to have peace. Nell is not Mel's friend because she should have told Chris, I'm not gonna be around that woman with Martell. I agree. And nowhere near me, which means if I see them walking my way, I'm getting up and walking another way. They would have had to chase me around the grounds before my girl can see a picture of me and this woman. Now, Nell Fletcher, I ain't gonna get too ignorant, you know what I'm saying? But we remember what Lexi said. We remember what Chris's first wife said. And then we also know that Nell Fletcher even experienced infidelity in her marriage. How would you feel, Nell Fletcher, if you decided to go ahead and leave Chris and Mel was with Chris and his mistress that tore up your marriage and home? So, yeah, I don't like this at all. And I agree. It's not giving friend to me because she could have removed herself, cameras or not. So, damn, was a camera in their face and were they filming something for Love and Marriage Huntsville? We'll have to discuss that at another time. Why would Nell Fletcher remain in this picture? But just last week, when she was at Latrice's bar in Mississippi, she was talking about how much her and Mel are, that's her sister and we're friends and all of that. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. But we shall see. Nell has always given gray area, all of the above when it comes to Martell and Mel. You know what I mean? Always been in the gray. And you can, I'm not going to take away from their friendship, relationship that they had with each other, meaning Mel and Martell and Chris and Nell Fletcher. But you can definitely set some boundaries, even if you still want to have conversations with Martell and all of that. You can set some boundaries. You cannot. I get that's your baby's mom and all that. You can't bring her around me, period. I'm not having any discussions with you, period. None of the above. So that's my time. 732 of you guys joining me. Thank you so much. If you were, let me play Spectatia. If you were being Spectatia.
Y'all came here to be spectation, spectates, whatever the word is. I probably want to respect that.
I do respect it if you were Spectatia, but hit the like button for me on your way out. Shout out to the replay gang. I appreciate you guys in advance. That's gonna swing back around and watch this video. Shout out again to the Cutie crew. Shout out to my Cutie mods in the building. Hey, Black Titanic, I'm on my way out of here. But shout out to the Cutie mods. And I'll chat with you guys soon. We may have a late tomorrow, late live. We'll see. But thank you guys again for joining me for this power hour. I am out of here. I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Tuesday, and I'll chat with you guys soon. Bye.
Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT. With QT. Chit chat with QT. Chit chat with QT.